Run! What the hell?
Пришло время. Я вижу твое желание. Твоя цель здесь. Иди ко мне. Путь завершен, человек. Иди ко мне.
Стрелок.
Stalkers, the mission is finally over. I hope you're all in one piece.
Hey, how you doing? We're in this truck, by the way, but don't worry, we get saved by this dude, and learn that I want to kill a man named STRELOK, but can't remember why because the crash turned me into an amnesiac. I have a stalker tattoo which is somehow important, and the truck we crashed in is known as a death truck. I get recruited by a man named STRELOK, who tells me if I do jobs for him, he'll tell me everything he knows about STRELOK. So I comply and bear the name Marked One. My first mission is to rescue Nimble, a person with valuable intel currently captive by a group of bandits. I made my way over to the rendezvous point, where other stalkers have gathered to help rescue Nimble. But when given the choice, I decided to go in on my own. Oh, whoops.
Ask for help.
No!
Then let's see how long it'll take for Ryan to beat the first objective. Try number 4.
That guy would just die. How are you alive, bro? What? Oh, I went right over the campfire. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. 30 minutes in, Mitchell.
Only 30 minutes to complete one mission. Great job.
Hello? I saved Nimble with my amazing combat skills. And as a reward, he gave me the flash drive that Sidrovich was looking for. On my way back to him, I was praised by my colleagues for single-handedly taking down an entire army. Then I gave Sidrovich Nimble's flash drive. As thanks, he told me that STRELOK is a stalker who made it to the northern reaches of the zone, which is a supposed gold mine for artifacts. Sidrovich has a team of people who also want to make it to the north, or the center of the zone as it's called. There's apparently an eerie place that makes your head boil, which makes it impossible to reach the center, which is where I come in. People at a research institute have dug up something regarding the center, and Sidrovich wants that information. I am to steal this information and give it to a barman afterwards. I agreed to this mission, but first, I have f***ing nothing. So I dug up an artifact. What?
It doesn't actually increase your health, it just increases how fast you replenish health.
Oh, that's still not too bad.
Yeah, I would put that on.
Went through a scary tunnel. Ah, shit. And then Sidrovich told me to meet up with someone named Fox because he knows STRELOK. And he basically just told me to go and speak to his brother, Siri. But before progressing any further, I killed a couple bandits guarding an outpost so I could get my hands on their MP5. And then I said hello to this young fellow. Hello there, my friend. Allow us to converse. I killed them for money. I then went over to a group of military soldiers and mercilessly deleted their existence. And sold all of their stuff for profit while keeping an AK for myself. And then after I equipped myself, I waged war on the entire military for no reason at all. Alright, man, get ready. It's our time to shine. Jesus. How are you alive, bro? I used my super sneaky skills to flank the unsuspecting military.
What are you aiming at?
Oh shit, save. And stealthily pulled a fast one on their captain. I then sold everything they had for cash. And then I checked up on Nimble, and he gave me a quest to find a jacket that the bandits left behind.
Because it's guarded by a scary monster that will stop at nothing.
It was literally just a dog that died in one shot. I gave Nimble the jacket and he gave me an artifact worth $2,500. Even though the jacket was worth $3K. After getting scammed, I decided I was officially ready to progress through the story, and had the immediate pleasure of witnessing someone in a terrible situation. I rescued his life out of sheer pity, and then helped his friends defend against a group of bandits. But their leader kept on dying, so I kept on failing the mission. How is he dying every... Like, it's 2 seconds into the fight. I killed fucking 4 of these guys in 2 fucking seconds. The guy's still fucking dead. How is the task failed, bro? Like, what are you guys doing over there? You fingering each other? Hold your own for 2 seconds, bro. It's not that fucking hard. Like, what is going on? You fucking kidding? After that mess, I found Fox's brother Siri and helped take out the opposing bandits attacking them. What the f? In exchange, Siri told me that a man named Mole had found STRELOK's stash, so I'm going to have to speak to him. What just happened? When I left, I encountered a man telling me that Mole was in trouble, and so I followed him into a war zone against the military. I plowed through the military soldiers with relative ease, and saved Mole from certain doom. I then helped escort him to safety, and he rewarded me with information about STRELOK's hidden stash. It's apparently well hidden because Mole and his crew could never find it, and it's supposedly STRELOK's main base of operations. I went down the well where STRELOK's base is supposed to be located, and found myself in a sewage system overrun by bandits. What the f just happened? After a bit of trial and error, I was able to defeat all the bandits. But little did I know that I had a friend awaiting my arrival.
Help me! Help me!
I dumped all of my ammo onto the bloodsucker, but it still wasn't dead. So I resulted in using brute force. Die, bitch! Die, bitch! Who the hell you think you are? Suck my Suck my I then got Five Nights at Freddy's jump scared by intruding military soldiers. Damn. So I just camped the entire time as I eliminated them one by one. Hi. Hello. What you doing there, bud? What do I do here? Do I just give him a smooch? Oh shit! You tried teasing me with your you tried teasing me?
You tried teasing me?
You tried teasing me? After that fun time, I crawled into a comfy hole in the wall and found STRELOK's stash. I of course made myself comfortable and stole everything he had, like armor, medkits, ammo, and guns. And then I retrieved some hidden data behind a map. It was a data log by a man named Ghost telling STRELOK that Fang had died, and that he was on his way to look for STRELOK. And so my new task was to follow Ghost's trail in order to find STRELOK. So with that, I took my leave. Some guy is about to spawn behind me.
Get over here!
Yeah, no, I think the whole point of this part is that you run. The monster did too much damage, so I decided to retreat. But once I made it out of the sewers, I encountered a different problem. Yo, relax, bro, I can't see. I was completely surrounded by the military. Any day now, he'll die. Any day now, he'll die. Okay. Oh, okay. I need to figure out how grenades work. I mean, he could be dead. Oh. Jesus Christ, bro! Like, are you fucking kidding me? Please, Lord God, have mercy on my soul. There's 2 of you? How are you still alive, bro? Like, are you kidding me? I ended up making my way into a building for cover, but the good news with this situation is that the exit to the sewers put me right in the middle of the research institute, which is where I needed to grab the documents to bring to the barkeep Sidrovich was telling me about. Once I had the information, Sidrovich gave me the barkeep's location, so I made my way over to him. Fuck you. Fuck you. Have all my grenades. My booty hole. Let me shake my booty hole for the gods. Gods. For the gods.
For the gods, 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 for the gods.
Oh shit, Daddy. You should know I'm sensitive in those areas.
Or we have a big problem, Gunneria.
Probably company
We're going to be a big problem, Gunneria. We have a very big problem. Oh, we have a big problem, Gunneria. We have a big problem, Gunneria. After my long journey, I met a faction called Duty, which guards their own little sanctuary. Once I told them that the barkeep was awaiting my arrival, they allowed my entry, and I was welcomed by flesh-hungry dogs. Okay, here we go. Up! 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 They want my booty hole! Help me, they want my booty hole! They want my stinking booty! I said come in. Don't stand there. I then met the sexy barkeep and I gave him the documents from the Research Institute. The documents mention a lab called X-18. In order to get into the lab, I'll need 2 keys to get inside. The barkeep has one, but a man named Boar from the Dark Valley has the other. I must retrieve Boar's key and find the next batch of documents from inside the lab. Before moving forward, I decided I wanted to be rich. So I sold a bunch of stuff for a lot of cash. And then I entered an arena so that way I may fulfill my desire to kill people for money. And because I'm so great, I defeated all my foes effortlessly.
What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at?
My aim is trash. I'm sorry. Oh, what? He killed me in 1 shot. Shit, what the fuck? Scared the shit out of me, bro. After getting rich, I went to go and find Boar. Oh, I think I accidentally killed the wrong person here, Jonah.
Oh,
He was the
that's
friendly.
okay.
This is the bad guy, yeah.
that's okay, that's okay.
Are you sure that's okay?
That's okay.
Well, I guess I'll just kill him too, right? So, fast or slow?
Kill him slow.
Oh, look! He had a scope on him. I reloaded the save, and the duty member I accidentally murdered before asked for my help with an ambush, because a group of bandits have captured his friend. Yeah, you like that, Jonah?
Oh, yeah. That's good stuff.
The duty member told me to wait for a signal, so that's exactly what I did. Die, bitch!
Yes!
Huh? Huh? Yeah. After saving his friend, I was thanked and was told about another friend of theirs, who was also captured but was presumed dead. I didn't really care about their problems, so I left them and headed over to the bandit camp, which is where Boar is located. Oh, he's in jail. He's a duty member. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Oh, that's their friend that he was talking about, Sergey or some shit. They think that he's dead, but he's not. Hey guys, your friend is, well, I killed him, but it's fine, 'cause after that happy little accident, I re-entered the bandit camp. Died. What the fuck? And then saved their friend from captivity. He then let me know that Boar is useless and died. And now Borov, the bandit leader, has the second key. So I went searching for him. Where? Are you f***ing... After finding and killing Borov, I ran for my life. Oh my lord. Oh my... Holy... He really went for my booty hole, didn't he? And then retrieved the second key. I went straight for the lab afterwards. Yeah, fucking pussy ass bitch. Lick my nutsack. Why? And dived on in. Once inside, there was a vault door with a code lock, so I went searching for the code. Jesus. Eventually, I killed the Snorks and found a body with the code number on him. I entered the code in only to find another vault door with a code lock. So I followed the noises of a scary monster until I found his home. Look at this idiot. Look at this idiot right here.
Look at that idiot.
Oh, well, he's dead already. That was a little anticlimactic, don't you think? In the monster's home, I found a body with the code to the next vault door. I put the code in and then found the documents I needed. But for whatever reason, I was being harassed by a very angry orb. So I chucked a grenade at it. And then I took a quick nap. In my dream, I saw a man shooting at rats. I then heard a man call out,
STRELOK.
Once I woke up, I heard the beautiful sound of the military raiding the lab, with me still in it. You have just won my penis in your mouth!
No way.
I gunned through all the opposing soldiers.
There's this guy at work that,
Yeah, you were saying? So I made my way outside. What the f- How are you alive? What? Headshots, people. Headshots. You can't take many of them. Most cases you can only take one, actually. Last time I fucking checked. I said come in. Don't stand there.
Don't stand there.
Love that guy. I gave Barkeep the documents and he tells me that there's a man-made machine called a brain scorcher, which is an experimental emitter which makes people's heads boil, as Sidrovich described it. Its components were made in X18, and some components were transported to Lab X16 located in Lake Yentar. I must now go and find new information there, and the Barkeep instructed me to ask the scientists for help, as they have a base located nearby. Before moving forward, I decided to continue my trials within the arena, and had a lot of fun mowing down a bunch of bandits. After ending several lives for my own sadistic pleasure, I began my journey to Lake Yentar. I met an unhappy family of mercenaries. I annihilated their entire family tree, and then the mercenaries gave me a massive ego boost.
Did he knock off our snipers all by himself?
Yes, send a couple of guys to cover your ass.
As I moved forward, I witnessed a crime scene full of mercenaries attacking helpless scientists, so I decided to help them out. I saved a scientist named Professor Kruglov, and I hate him. I hate this prick with a burning passion. First, I had to escort him to safety, but instead of taking cover when being attacked, he decides to stick out and die. And when we get ambushed, he then decides he'll hide behind a wall and let me handle everything. Bro, you should be dead. Then after clearing them all out, he forces me to go through a tunnel filled with fire all by myself, with zombies waiting for me on the other side. And once I finally successfully escort him, he gave me some data on X16 to give to the Barkeep. But as I went back to give it to him, I died without saving. How are you alive? How? So I went through the tunnel again, but this useless sack of shit decides he was going to stop all of his motor functions. You good? Let's go. Dumb bitch. So I restart and go through the tunnel again, and things finally went smoothly. This dumbass scientist fucking glitched. Thank you. Actually, that wasn't good enough. Okay, now I'm good. I relaxed and they gave Barkeep the information on X16.
Stand there.
I said, come in. Don't stand there. Then went back to meet the lead scientist, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Excuse me, old man. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Who told me that there's a mechanism inside that generates emissions that affects people's consciousness, almost like a prototype version of the brain scorcher. In order to handle these emissions without turning into a zombie, I must equip psi armor, but in order for them to provide me with one, I'll need to help them take some additional measurements for it to be calibrated properly. So I was forced to go with the idiot scientist from before. And this guy was worse than useless. He started pushing me in front of enemies. Lucky I got fucking good aim, because he's just fucking pushing me while there's two zombies in front of this dumbass. And moving forward without me and dying constantly. Yeah, like I fucking knew it. This guy's out in the fucking open. All while my entire screen was shaking. This guy's just gonna fucking kill me. I can't aim. The whole fucking screen is shaking. After finally killing them all, the useless scientist starts screaming. And I take a nap.
We can't just leave him like that. Just leave him. There is nothing we can do for him. The blowout is minutes away and we won't get through with him. No, Fang, I'm not leaving him.
Once I wake up, I pick up the lowlife, and we made it back to the science lab. Don't walk, run. Get your ass in there, you useless piece of shit. I gave Sakharov the measurements, and I was given the psi armor. However, I won't be able to make it out of the lab in time without turning off the machine creating the emissions, so I'll have to shut it off. Sakharov also notes that a fellow scientist of his named Vasiliev had tried infiltrating the lab with Ghost, but neither returned. Vasiliev had apparently died somewhere in the swamp with the information on how to get into the lab, so I went searching for his body. I found his body with X16's location, and Vasiliev had left an audio recording saying that Ghost had gone crazy due to the emissions, so Vasiliev left him behind. What the f***? How do I get one hit by a snork? Knowing for sure that Ghost was inside the lab, I dived on in with excitement. Once inside, I was greeted by a head and a corpse. Chef's kiss. And then I kept getting overwhelmed by waves of zombies. I went down a spooky elevator system and dropped down to realize I can't climb back up. The lab was so dark I needed to turn on my night vision, and the waves of zombies kept on coming. Oh, look at that ass. Oh my god. You didn't
tell me you had a dumpy like this.
I noticed that the bodies in this lab are all wearing the same uniform. A uniform I haven't seen yet. And then I encountered a snork.
One hit! One hit!
Again! One hit! I can't avoid it! I killed him and then I entered the room with the emitter machine. How many headshots does it take? This guy won't fucking die. After that fiasco, I had to work on the clock and turn off the machine as fast as I can. I turned off module 1, 2, and 3 with ease, and now I only needed to turn off module 4. Now that the machine is offline, I decided to take a nap. Uh-oh. Where I had a vision of STRELOK holding a shiny artifact, and a doctor nursing him back to health. After STRELOK recovers, STRELOK informs the doctor that he's heading to... And then I wake up and some zombies throw a surprise party for me. I then find a monster all by his lonesome. It's the same monster as last time, except this time I was able to defeat it by playing like a pussy behind a wall. And that's when I found Ghost's poor body on the ground. Ghost too had an audio recording. He mentions a man named Guide and how he knows the location of Doc, who in turn should know the location of STRELOK, and how he was going to go and talk to them before meeting his fate. But unfortunately Vasiliev was the one who went rogue and left Ghost to die. Once the recording was finished, I escaped the facility through a hole in the floor and entered a sewage system with the sound of a bunch of helicopters above me. I killed some snorks, zombies, and whatever this bad thing is, until I finally made it out. I noticed that the helicopters were the military clearing out the zombies, which means everyone has already gotten word of the machine being offline, clearing a pathway towards uncharted territory for artifacts and riches. But there's still one more barrier to break to enter the center of the zone, where the real riches lie. The Brain Scorcher. Making my way back to the barkeep, everyone had already invaded to compete for the new territory. There were even bandits all the way out here. What the f***? After all the chaos, I relaxed to some epic guitar tunes like a true stalker. Don't stand there. And then I made it to the barkeep. He said that now that I have the psi armor, I am immune to the emissions, so I can now go straight to the Brain Scorcher and turn it off. The barkeep marked its location for me and I was ready to go. But first, I obviously need to kill people for money.
Oh yeah, baby.
After spamming some grenades and destroying my competition. Oh, what in the fuck? Scared the shit out of me, bro. I completely defeated the arena and became its champion. Let's go! Suck my pussy. After feeling fulfilled with my accomplishment, I gave Guide a visit and asked about Doc, the man Ghost spoke of. Guide told me that Doc is in STRELOK's hiding place. And lucky for me, I know exactly where that is. It's STRELOK's hidden stash. I entered the sewage system and was greeted by a bunch of bloodsuckers. Then once I was through with them, I entered STRELOK's base and blew up.
Hey, STRELOK! STRELOK, come on, man, wake up! What the hell are you doing, man? Have you lost your memory or something? You were the one who suggested that we take this precaution. At least you are still alive. We've got no time, so I need you to listen to me. Everything you have said about the monolith is true. All of it. It is just an illusion manufactured in a lab next to the sarcophagus. Nobody who reached the monolith has ever come back. There is a decoder to open the door which leads to the monolith controls. And this decoder is hidden in a stash in Preparat. Now I am going to give you the coordinates of this stash, and I'm giving you the key to open it. I want you to take the decoder, and I want you to find the door in the sarcophagus. But it seems that this is the only way of uncovering the zone's real secret. This is the one you have been trying to work out, STRELOK.
Upon waking up, Doc had disappeared and I was left with the shocking truth that I am STRELOK. So far I know nothing of this monolith and sarcophagus that Doc spoke of, but I'll do as he asks of me and take the decoder to open the secret door. I made my way back to the barkeep and bought myself the best gun in the game, that headed on out towards the Brain Scorcher. I immediately ran into a new uniform, but before they could introduce themselves, they got obliterated. Turns out they're a friendly faction called Freedom, and they called for my help to eliminate a monolith threat. Excited to see the monolith Doc told me about, I complied. There were swarms of these guys, and they weren't easy either. What the f***? Holy shit.
shit.
I killed a lot of these guys, and when it was finally over, I noticed that the monolith uniform is the same the dead bodies were wearing in X-16, which means the monolith were the ones responsible for creating the brain scorcher inside of both X-18 and 16, and they must all have their own psi armor because their soldiers are coming from the direction of the brain scorcher, and so moving forward was all monolith territory, which was brutal. There were tons of monolith soldiers. I had to fight them all while constantly dealing with radiation. There were a bunch of mutants.
Ow, bro, I can't fucking do nothing with a whole army and puts dogs on me, bro.
Snipers and anomalies at every turn, but I pushed through it all.
Fuck. God.
I blew some shit up on the way. As I drew closer to the brain scorcher, my vision turned yellow.
What the
And I started seeing things attacking me that weren't real.
What the balls?
However, eventually, I made it into the brain scorcher facility. The facility was completely empty. Other than a couple of bloodsuckers, I made my way to the brain scorcher with absolute ease.
Turning off the brain scorcher.
And once I shut it off, I took a nap.
Oh, and away I go.
In my dream, I saw myself reaching out to a massive crystal, and then I woke up.
What you want is here, Stalker.
Once awake, the monolith have completely flooded the facility. After plowing through their troops... Ooh. Oh, shit. What the f***? I exited the facility, and I was welcomed by war. The military had swarmed the facility, and I was desperate to make my way out. Once I escaped the facility, the barkeep congratulated my survival, and explained that everyone caught word of the brain scorcher being offline. So everyone is making their way through Pripyat to make it to the center of the zone. He told me about a wish granter in the sarcophagus, who will grant one stalker a wish if they're the first to encounter him. Then the barkeep told me a group of stalkers were waiting for me to make a push into Pripyat, so I made my way over, but not without dealing with some more monolith soldiers. I made it to Pripyat and met the stalkers waiting for me. They were completely stacked with the best armor and guns, so I let them lead the way as we pushed through Pripyat. We destroyed our enemies as they attempted to ambush us, and entered the center of Pripyat, then cleared out an underground parking lot to use as a safe point, which means my new friends were setting up camp, and from here on out, I was on my own, so I set out to find the decoder Doc told me about.
Is that the Gauss cannon?
Oh my! Until I died by a monolith soldier with a Gauss gun. I made a run for it into a hotel and realized that the decoder was in this building. I searched the building and eventually found it. And to my surprise, I was now the most famous stalker in Chernobyl. Afterwards, I harassed the monolith soldier, and then took my leave and was welcomed by a whole unit of monolith soldiers with Gauss guns. No way, there's another guy. There was also a guy with an RPG. After a few more dead bodies, I was able to make it to the center of the zone, and this place was a complete hellhole. There were bodies everywhere, and I was pinned down by the monolith, until the military swooped in and annihilated them. They even brought a tank. So realizing I would meet the monolith's fate, I ran.
Holy oh, Jesus. Run.
And then I got interrupted by an RPG.
What the? Jesus. Where? I can't see the fucking... Like, what the fuck?
Eventually, I made it into the building and killed the guy with the RPG. Once I was inside the monolith base, there was a man echoing throughout the building, which is no doubt the wish granter. Around every corner was more monolith, and upon killing one of them, I was able to retrieve the Gauss gun for myself.
Oh, I'm getting shredded, bro. Fucking. There's a guy over there, there's a guy over there, there's a guy over there, there's a guy up my ass.
How am I getting one shot? I don't have a fucking chance. I also ended up getting my greasy gloves on the best armor in the game, the exoskeleton. I made my way up the complex and started using their own Gauss gun against them, until I found a crevice which led me into the sarcophagus, to the wish granter. I was right there. I could make my wish and become the most powerful person in the zone. But, like all things, if it's too good to be true, then it's too good to be true.
It's just an illusion manufactured in a lab next to the sarcophagus. Nobody who reached the monolith has ever come back.
So screw this shit. I know a pyramid scheme when I see one. Nice try, bozos. So I decided to go investigating, and then I found it. The secret door Doc told me about. I used the decoder on the door, and it was going to take some time. So I had to defend it while being advanced by Monolith soldiers. I dived on into the Monolith headquarters. I had an entire army of Monolith dry humping me the second I entered their sacred space. Yo, that motherfucker came out of nowhere, bro. You fucking this guy, bro. 1 second, please. I'm looting. I fought back with the Gauss gun and cleared out an entire room filled with Monolith soldiers. Yo, this gun is actually fucking insane, bro. God damn, dear lord. Oh, we didn't talk about it. Are you kidding me? He knows my every move, this guy. And then I got trapped. Oh. Let me out, bro! What am I supposed to do in this stupid room, huh? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, shit. I made something angry. God. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Mommy. Mommy. What the hell? Who the hell is this weird ass?
I see you have many questions for me.
I found the secret of the zone, the C consciousness. It's the combination of 7 people combined into one person. It was created by a group of scientists who wanted to tamper with the noosphere, the Earth's informational field. Their efforts failed and it spawned the zone, and they've been trying to contain it ever since, whilst trying to keep it a secret, by creating illusions like the Wish Granter, the Monolith, and Stalkers. The Wish Granter turns people into the Monolith, which are brainwashed slaves that serve them and worship the Wish Granter. And Stalkers, with the mark, are Monolith in disguise. Stalker is an acronym that stands for scavengers, trespassers, adventurers, loners, killers, explorers, and robbers. They get sent out in trucks that go down a very dangerous path, so most don't survive. Hence the death truck from the beginning. Unknowingly, they had brainwashed me as a Monolith stalker, and I was made with the task to kill myself. Lucky for me, the crash from the death truck gave me amnesia, so I had my free will. C Consciousness wanted to kill me due to my tampering with their efforts, along with my crew of Ghost, Fang, Guide, and Doc. Upon telling me everything, C Consciousness gave me a choice: to become the 8th member of C Consciousness to try and eliminate the zone, or to die. Now, I don't know about you, but I was promised fame and fortune, not to be scammed, brainwashed, and then put into a collective consciousness. So I'm going to fight and destroy everything they've built. They teleported me outside, and spawned in a bunch of Monolith soldiers to kill me. I killed the first wave and realized the way to the C Consciousness must be through these portals. So I went through and was immediately greeted by Monolith with Gauss guns. And that's when I realized that I wasn't going to have a fun time at all. Jesus Christ, my lord, please have a mercy. Oh, they did not have mercy. Where was that? What the fucking gets one shot, bro. Yup, there is somebody else. Oh, and he wants my bottom. Oh, and he wants it good. What the f? Jeez, like I can't go nowhere. Y'all bitches are everywhere. Game baiting my pussy hole, man. Help. Help! Oh. Yo. Oh my god. Relax, I can't aim. Relax. Oh, you joking me, bro? What the f? I'm gonna fucking like, oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me, man? I'm dead again. Die, pussy, die, please, die. Okay, now I'm mad. Oh my god. 1 second without that bullshit, please. I went through portal after portal.
Mark 1, what the hell?
Died time after time, but I pushed on through. Alright. What a bunch of losers. I made it to the final portal. Ain't no fucking way. Fuck. Fuck you, man. Gun jammed right now? Off with that shit from behind, bro. Y'all can suck my d. I finally killed them all and then went through the final portal. Get me out of here. I found the sea consciousness, loaded my gun, and killed the 7 people inside the machine. If you enjoy my videos and have the money to spare, please consider pressing the join button so I can continue YouTube full time. You'll get emojis and sneak peeks on newest videos, as well as a bald misogynist role on my Discord server. Love you guys and thanks for 10K.